Welcome again to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, IFBB PRO, Matt Butali. Hope you guys and girls are enjoying your day today. We're going to be talking about something that is related to mindset. It's going to be a quick chat today. You're definitely going to relate to this one if you've ever had doubts about your own skills, about your own abilities when it comes to changing your own body. All right. Dre, what's good? I see you out there. And yes, I'm still out east. You already know what it is, baby. Tyson, Natural Nomad, what's good, bro? Hope you're on the road. Hope you're safe. We're going to be breaking it down. It's going to be a cool, quick episode today. We're not going to spend too much time ruminating like we usually do at the end of the episodes. If you have questions, as usual, you can drop them. And I will try my best to get back, but we don't have much time today. But we're going to be talking about today's topic very shortly. All right, so stick around, stay tuned. We'll be recording today's podcast episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, Meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's a returning champion, IFBB PRO, Matt Butali, coming at you with another topic. And today, I'll be breaking down the reality, all right? The reality of the book on the cover and the prejudice, all right? So no soft sheep coddling over here. Today is going to be kind of a tough conversation, a tough talk. You're going to agree with this if you've ever looked at yourself in the mirror and wondered why you haven't achieved what you wanted to achieve with your physique. All right. So shout out to everybody that's joining. Again, this is going to be a short and sweet to the point episode. So just give me your undivided attention for the short moment and we'll break off. And hopefully you get value from this episode. Okay. So let's get into it. All right. You may think being a quote unquote nice person is good and that it's like everyone should always be that. And I agree with you, right? Nice person, like at the very least, right? But you're not. And you might think you are a nice person, but even if you really did think that, you have to understand that we all make mistakes too. And in those mistakes exists someone who isn't as nice as they think they are. Okay. And why does this matter? What the fuck does this have to do with fitness? Well, think about it. Whenever you go out, if you ever go out, you notice when you see people that are like moderately more attractive or that look like they take care of themselves and they're like a little bit more fit, you notice they sort of get like better treatment from other people around them. Okay. And as weird as it seems, we all know, even if you're nice, we all know that to a certain degree, we are secretly all judgmental. Okay. And especially the boys. And mainly like I'm talking to the boys when I make these episodes, but this also does apply to the girls too. Actually, I think even worse if we're talking about what they don't say, because girls can be shysty. But anyway, whether we admit it or not, you know that your fit bro always gets more attention whenever y'all hit the bar. You know your fit bro, the guy that's jacked, the guy that looks better, that looks like he takes care of himself, gets more respect in the gym or anywhere else just for being jacked. And it's kind of shallow and it honestly does suck. It is prejudice and it's kind of mean, but it is the way the world works. Okay. And that's honestly when it works in your favor, right? When prejudice works in your favor, but it doesn't always. Okay. It's the reason why you smile super aggressively at the pretty girl who accidentally bumps into you at the line at the grocery store, but you look the other way with a straight face if an obese dude with a beer belly does it. Like it's just what it is. I don't make the rules. And that's like our prejudice. Even though we're nice people, we're also assholes. And not for a bad reason, but I think for a real one. Because we can, I guess, off rip, see sort of how people live their life or how they might treat you based on the way that they treat themselves. And of course, if they look like they don't treat themselves well, you might in the back of your subconscious mind, whether or not you make the decision, you might discount them from being, a friend of yours or like from taking them seriously, so on and so forth. Does that make sense? Okay. Like this happens in many different ways. And although it's quote unquote superficial, we all judge the book by the cover. We don't buy rust bucket cars. We don't shake hands with hobos on the street. We don't smile when the police turn their sirens on behind us. And it's for those obvious reasons. Okay. People take one glance and their brain thinks for them before they can even think for themselves. I'm not saying you can't like undo your prejudice. I'm not saying that the way you think about one thing is the way it stays forever. But what I am saying is there's a reason why we have prejudice. And it's either to protect us or to make us an asshole. And you can definitely be an asshole with prejudice. That's the shit we don't like. That's what we're talking about that we don't want to be. But the prejudice that allows us to, filter out who we choose as friends, filter out who we choose as romantic partners and so on and so forth, that's necessary. And you might be looked at sort of like an asshole for having that prejudice, but it will protect you or save you from wasting your time or energy around people that don't respect themselves. And how do we know that they respect themselves? We don't. We make the inference based off of the way that they look, right? And if you care about your image, right? And you've been looking at yourself in the mirror and you've been wondering why you haven't had the best luck with, just meeting new people, friends, girls, whatever it is, guys. It doesn't matter where you come from, which walk of life you're coming from. Look at yourself and really analyze. Like, do you think that you're somebody that you would think takes care of themselves? Just looking at the mirror, okay? Looking at your life, looking at your habits. Answer that question. Sit and ask it with yourself. Because if you or when you come to that conclusion, you're going to understand why you're in the position that you're in, or at least why you are alienated. And this goes out specifically to the young man out there that just can't seem to get a lucky break. You're always getting cooked up, roasted. You can't really get that girl. You're not confident in any fucking situation. It's for that reason. What I said, that prejudice shit, they see on you. And the only way to change that is literally to look in the mirror and change what you see so that you change what they see. And then it's weird because, well, aren't you just like training or exercising for their sake because you want their approval? Well, no, because the side effect of giving a fuck about yourself is the fact that you give a fuck about yourself and that you're able to actually change anything that you want with your mind because you've done it before. You've went from a worse position, got to a better position, and know how to rinse and repeat that because you've done it before. Okay. All I'm going to say is this. Again, this is a very short and sweet episode. We're barely at 5 minutes here. People take one glance and their brain thinks for them before they can think for themselves. Okay. And the one thing I want to bring up to you guys, or at least the two quotes that I want to give you before I wrap this up, is remember this. The first quote: the world doesn't think highly of you if you do what is easy. If you do what's hard, it's valued. If you do what's easy, it's not. So I'm going to repeat that again because I fucking butchered that. The world doesn't think highly of you if you do what's easy. If you do what's hard, it's valued. If you do what's easy, it's not. And you already know what it is. It's easy to sleep in. It's easy to skip the gym. It's easy to not eat, right? But what does that look like on the other end? The other person that gets the shit end of the stick with prejudice. And to flip that, to go vice versa, is to do all the hard shit, or at least the things you know you don't want to do, but you want the outcome from, in order to get, we'll say, the better end of the stick on that prejudice side of things. Okay? Guys, men, it's easy to be fat. It's harder to be fit. It's why people automatically respect motherfuckers with a six pack, even if they were just born with it. Okay? And our prejudices reflect that. Some may be good, most may be bad, but they do reflect that. You can consider that and to benefit your take the challenging. That's it. That is episode shared out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. Also, guys, if you want to get on the better end of the stick with prejudice and lose 25 pounds of fat or change your physique, put on some muscle, and become a part of the Natural Nomad Academy with IFBB PRO Matt Butale as your head coach, shoot me a DM on any social media platform, and I'll see if it'd be a good fit. All right? It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. Matt Butale signing out. Boom. All right, folks, that's it. That's all. It was a really, really quick episode today. Dre Day, you know what time it is, bro. I see you, homie. We're gonna have to fly out real quick. You feel me? But yeah, guys, we'll be back again tomorrow with another episode. You already know what it is. Hope you guys and girls enjoy the rest of your day. Peace, love, motherfucking protein. We're out.